In the previous segment, I did not encourage you or discourage you to obey the kosher diet. So, for a layperson, for a Gentile, okay, for a Noahide, as they are called, there exists a little advantage to obeying the kosher diet, and that advantage is there will be no parasites, no pests in your kitchen. So you won't have ants, roaches, rats, or spiders, or anything like that. Your kitchen will be pest-free if what you cook is kosher, okay? But apart from that, the kosher diet is something that pertains to genealogy, okay? So it's the genealogy of Israel, and it's not going to bring you much advantage if all of a sudden you swap from non-kosher to kosher, okay? The only advantage will be that your kitchen will be pest-free. But other people, such as myself, I do have a Jewish genealogy myself, so other people may feel the benefits of the kosher diet, but that comes only through genealogy. It comes through a sequence of generations, okay? So switching from non-kosher to kosher overnight, that will not bring you any benefit, okay? Other than your kitchen being pest-free. So let's commence. So we've covered Leviticus 11. I want to start with the first chapter of Leviticus, the burnt offering. I'm reading Leviticus 1 in the New International Version translation, so the language is easy, I guess. So let's commence at the first verse. The Lord called to Moses and spoke to him from the tent of meeting. Once again, the Lord is there, okay? The Lord is there in physical shape. He is in the tent of meeting speaking to Moses. And the Lord said, speak to the Israelites and say to them, when anyone among you brings an offering to the Lord, bring as your offering an animal from either the herd or the flock. Okay, so if the offering is a burnt offering from the herd, you are to offer a male without defect. You must present it at the entrance to the tent of meeting so that it will be acceptable to the Lord. You are to lay your hand on the hand of the burnt offering, and it will be accepted on your behalf to make atonement for you. You are to slaughter the young bull before the Lord, and then Aaron's son, the priest, shall bring the blood and splash it against the sides of the altar at the entrance of the tent of meeting. You are to skin the burnt offering and cut it into pieces. The sons of Aaron, the priests, are to put fire on the altar and arrange wood on the fire. Then Aaron's son, the priest, shall arrange the pieces, including the head and the fat, on the wood that is burning on the altar. You are to wash the internal organs and the legs with water, and the priest is to burn all of it on the altar. It is a burnt offering, a food offering, an aroma pleasing to the Lord. So, what does it say here? It is a burnt offering, a food offering, an aroma pleasing to the Lord. So, the Lord our God, the Lord in heaven, will consume this offering. And based on the taste of the offering, the Lord will know if the creation has been corrupted or not. Okay? So, based on the food consumption, the Lord in heaven will know if the creation has been corrupted. Okay? So that is the point of the burnt offering. So, resuming at verse 10, if the offering is a burnt offering from the flock, from either the sheep or the goats, you are to offer a male without defect. You are to slaughter it at the north side of the altar before the Lord, and Aaron's sons, the priest, shall splash its blood against the sides of the altar. You are to cut it into pieces, and the priest shall arrange them, including the head and the fat, on the wood that is burning on the altar. You are to wash the internal organs on the legs with water, and the priest is to bring all of them and burn them on the altar. It is a burnt offering, a food offering, an aroma pleasing to the Lord. And verse 14, if the offering to the Lord is a burnt offering of birds, you are to offer a dove or a young pigeon. The priest shall bring it to the altar, wring off the head and burn it on the altar. Its blood shall be drained out on the side of the altar. He is to remove the crop and the feathers and throw them down east of the altar where the ashes are. He shall tear it open by the wings, not dividing it completely. And then the priest shall burn it on the wood that is burning on the altar. It is a burnt offering, a food offering, an aroma pleasing to the Lord. Well, in the case of a dove or a pigeon, well, that's not kosher, actually. So, I guess that will not be consumed. Yet, the other two animals will be consumed. And the state of creation will be, the state of the Lord's creation will be derived from the taste of the meat in question. And, okay, so that was Leviticus 1, chapter 1. There exists a corresponding, there does exist a corresponding surah in the Holy Quran. That's Al-Baqarah, Surah Al-Baqarah. And it reads as follows. And remember, when Moses said to his people, Allah commands you to sacrifice a cow, they replied, are you mocking us? Moses responded, I seek refuge in Allah from acting foolishly. Okay, so the people were a little bit stingy. They didn't want to sacrifice a cow that easily without a reason for doing so. And the people said, call upon your Lord to clarify for us what type of cow it should be. And Moses replied, Allah says the cow should neither be old nor young, but in between. So do as you are commanded. They said, call upon your Lord to specify for us its color. He replied, Allah says it should be a bright yellow cow, pleasant to see. Again they said, call upon your Lord so that he may make clear to us which cow, for all cows look the same to us. Then, Allah willing, we will be guided to the right one. And Moses replied, Allah says it should have been used neither to till the soil nor water the fields, wholesome and without blemish. They said, now you have come with the truth, yet they still slaughtered it hesitantly. So they did hesitate in slaughter the cow. They were a little bit stingy, but they have done it, and so it came as a sacrifice, a burnt offering, an aroma pleasing to the Lord.